Hey everybody, happy Friday. Wanted to get on here before the weekend gets started and just do a little Witches Moon box haul for all of you. This month it is all about one of my favorite subjects, which is kitchen witchery. And let me get these on. I'm just gonna go through it real quick. I hope everyone's having a good Friday afternoon or evening. It's been a long week for many of us, so like I said, this month's theme is about kitchen witchery. So you get these cute little spell cards. And you add it's like has a thing for the ritual and things like that. The date, the time, zodiac phase, things like that. Very cool little spell cards. This could be for any of your magical recipes that you use. You also get Hestia's Hearth Salt. There, that's what I wanted. Hold on, kids. I'm going to read something to you. So yes, you get those recipe cards. You could put them in your Book of Shadows, something like that. And then that salt is, I'm looking for it right now. That is sacred salt. It's, trying to look for the ingredients for you. It's made with bergamot, sweet orange, and chamomile. It has some other oils in it as well. And this salt is allowing for ritual, allows to recenter ourselves and explore new ideas without feeling judgment or opinion from others or other outside energies. So a little salt. And then the other thing were the 3 herbs, kitchen herbs. I guess I should have had all of this pulled out, huh? All right, so you get some kitchen herbs here. We have cilantro. And cilantro is, or coriander, is a love herb. The fruits are added to the appropriate foods with appropriate visualization. The powdered fruits are placed in warm wine and drunk to stimulate the desire of sexual activity. So cooking with herbs can create certain types of magic. You also get some allspice. And allspice, I use allspice for a number of different things. I use allspice for any kind of wealth spells or looking for employment, job, road opener spells, things like that. There's other herbs you can use, but allspice, it says here, add allspice to money and healing foods. The planet that rules this is Jupiter, element earth, energies, money, and healing. So, yes, if you're in search of money or any kind of healing, allspice. And then the next one, last but not least, is rubbed sage. And rubbed sage they say, is dedicated to Zeus by the Greeks and to Jupiter by the Romans. Sage has been used in cooking, medicine, and magic for 2,000 plus years. This stems from the ancient belief. Let's see, hold on. Using sage in cooking to enjoy a long life stems from the ancient belief summed up by the words eat sage in May and live for yay. Sage is also an important part of healing diets, so sage is very healthy for us. So those are the herbs. The only other thing in this bag besides the herbs is the Blessings 2 oil. Blessings 2 oil. And the Blessings 2 oil is, let's see here. The Blessings 2 magical anointing oil. Allow this oil to assist you in breaking down negative thoughts, patterns, and anxious energies. So it is a personal oil. I would say one to ground, center, and reduce stress. And I'm curious to see if this is meant to be put in any kind of cooking. Magical oil, lavender, sweet orange, and lemongrass. Only use, it doesn't say, or at least I'm not reading it right. Anyway, those are the herbs. And my card is this card today. This is the throat chakra. I speak my truth and encourage others to speak theirs. Now, if you were on my last live, you're going to know that that totally resonates with me. My last live that I did on YouTube and on Facebook, I spoke my truth. And that is so, how she does this, I don't know. The cards are just so appropriate. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, either go to YouTube or on this feed to my last live before this one, and you'll see how I spoke my truth. A lot of people didn't like it. I lost maybe 1 or 2 people on YouTube, and that's okay. I have no problem with that. All right, 2 more things, nope, 3 more things, and then we are done, maybe 4. You also get the sigil of the month, which is like a home and hearth sigil. I'm going to hold that up, and I'm going to look and see what this says. This is a sigil, blessing sigil. This is created and illustrated by A.E. Alden. And this sigil is to bring blessings into your home and kitchen. So I love that. I'm going to probably try and find a spot for that somewhere in my kitchen, just to bless home and hearth. Very nice. And then, of course, oh, these are so divine. Citrus vanilla. Delightful. And I love making my own homemade vanilla. I do it at least once a year. I will get like an old vodka bottle, and I'll take a... Hi, Clyde. How are you? Thanks for tuning. I'll take a whole vanilla bean and splice it down the middle and drop it into like maybe a pint, depending on how strong you want your vanilla, maybe a pint to a quart of vodka. And I let that soak in a dark, dim place. And I let that soak for about 8 months, 9 months at least. And during the holidays, I kind of give that away to friends and family. So vanilla is something I love. It's one of my favorite spices, as I call it. I'm just going to look down here and see what she says about vanilla. Vanilla has a multitude of properties to it. I know that vanilla is used in, a lot of love magic and love rituals to sweeten the deal and to sweeten things up. Vanilla citrus, it says, allow its high vibrational energies to bring new ideas, inspiration, and the motivation to create. So it's about creativity too, but I know it is and can be used for love as well. But it is having a touch of citrus in it that will make it an added boost of creativity. But very, very lovely. And then I also got the ritual candle. I love these because they're made out of beeswax, and this is a beautiful white one. No scent to it, just a simple, basic beeswax. They burn so well. I mean, beeswax are the quality candle. They're going to have candles. Especially, I've noticed a lot of people who buy candles from like the dollar store have told me they get really bad allergies. And I've noticed that when we burn those candles for long periods of time, especially when we're doing our novenas over here on my mother's altar with the angels, the smell is smells like gas because it's not a pure wax like beeswax. So that will stimulate allergies. So if you can afford it, then by all means do purchase beeswax. The other thing we got here is this beautiful spoon. This is about kitchen witchery, and there's a clear quartz on the end of it. Now, obviously, I'm not going to use this for food. In fact, I'm going to find a place in the kitchen for both my spoon and my sigil. But this is something that I will, if I'm making pasta, you know, Sundays is usually spaghetti day, and I make a fresh batch of spaghetti and sauce. And you put the herbs in, you put intentions into those herbs, and you could take this 3 times around and send blessings and good wishes into the food you're creating for your loved ones. So, yes, I won't literally use it and dip it in the food. It's not meant for that, but it is a very beautiful hand-carved spoon. All right, last but not least, I saved the granddaddy of them all for last. Now, I've come on here and talked about this man's writings before. And even though I'm not Wiccan, he was an incredible asset, not just to the Wiccan community, but the esoteric and magical community as well. Now, I always find that the remade ones like this aren't quite as, I don't want to say accurate, but they don't have quite as much information in them as the originals. But this is Scott Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Wiccan in the Kitchen. And it is a book, a hardbound book. Beautiful. And this has got recipes in it for all kinds of things, from bread and grains, eating for ritual, and even after ritual. A lot of Wiccans and pagans have feast. There's recipes in here for every season of the year. There's even ice cream recipes, butter recipes, mead recipes. It is a real pillar of knowledge. I have yet to look through it, so when I do find something of interest, I will share it either here or doing a 3-minute on TikTok. You could find me there at Astro_Strega. And yes, so this is a lovely book. I can't wait to look through it. Like I said, I have not yet looked through it. I got this about 2 days ago, and I've been dealing with so much stress with my own business right now and putting that first that I haven't had a moment to look at it. But the weekend is here, and I am going to make some time for myself on Sunday to definitely look through that book. And if I find anything interesting, I will go back on. That is about it. I hope and wish all of you out there a great weekend. Please be safe out there. It is a crazy world. If you are going out protesting, I know there's more protests going on this weekend. Use caution. Be safe. You just never know. It's a sick world out there. Clyde, thanks for tuning in with me. And all of you out there, have a blessed Friday, blessed weekend. And I should be back on Monday.